Hello, Anita here, and it is Tuesday, May 7th, and we have a new moon in Taurus. Now, the reason that I'm popping on here is no, I am not an astrologer. I'm an astrology student and lover of astrology, but I am an advocate of pleasure. And this new moon in Taurus is the perfect time to embody the value of pleasure and how we can bring more pleasure and sensuality into our lives. And for me and the work that I do in the world, these are one of the two highest values I have. Having clients and having you, those of you who follow me, value pleasure and value the sensual nature within yourself. Now, what does that mean? Now, I know, and I say this time and time again, that we think that pleasure and sensuality all center around sex and our sexuality. And yes, they do connect to sex and our sexuality, which of course are important and pleasurable. However, pleasure is an expansive word that encompasses many things. Sensuality is an expansive word that covers many things. And for many of you who follow me, you came to find me because you are interested in creating a more loving, compassionate, freedom-filled, and yes, pleasurable relationship with body and food. So today's moon is a great invitation to plant literal seeds of how that will look. So if creating more peace and pleasure in your relationship with food, having to find your happy, healthy weight and what that looks like without struggle and dieting and overthinking and workouts that you hate. And we're, like I've said before, we're on the cusp of summer. The weather is warmer. We're thinking in that way. Then this is a great opportunity when you're making your manifestations, when you're making your declarations. If you're not someone that does that, hello, this is a beautiful moon to start that. This is a great, ripe, wonderful, fertile ground to do that. And if you're looking to shift that relationship with body and food, then manifest that, create statements that embody having more connection to your sensual self and to pleasure. So what could that look like? Well, one could look like around sensuality. I feel safe feeling my nature. I feel safe embodying all of my six senses, because yes, intuition is part of that, in how I connect with food, my body, and my life. That is one that you can use. With pleasure, every day I look to find pleasure in the small and big ways in my life. I am free to enjoy pleasure. Pleasure is my birthright. Pleasure is a gift that I give myself to create the life that I want. I can create change through pleasure. I can create change through embodying my sensual self. My sensuality is safe and it is a gift. My sensuality helps me to embrace the world around me, to take in the world around me, and to make smart and beautiful decisions for my life. So those are some thoughts that I have, ones that you can write down, ones that you could literally, one of my favorite little techniques I've learned, or manifestation. I think I learned this from Rebecca Gordon, astrologer and astrology, and she's an astrologer, and it's, you can literally write them and put them in a plant today, like at the bottom of a little planter that you have, as like literal seeds of thoughts that you want to grow. But another thing that I found with affirmations is to write them down and say them repeatedly, and so that you start to believe them and they become, that word again, embodied as part of you. Let me know how this works for you, and happy new moon. Enjoy pleasure. Enjoy the beautiful nature of your sensuality.